Okay friends, today we are out here in Kingwood once again, right next to a very busy road, so it might be a little noisy, I apologize, but we did have bees in the top of this big oak tree. The tree snapped off recently and fell out there in the main road. And the city came by, I guess, and just kind of shoved it off on the shoulder to get out of the way, but tree guys came to cut it up and get rid of it and they couldn't because there's bees in the tree. So you can see their nest down inside there a little bit. Looks like a good sized colony with some nice fresh white combs. And I can already tell, looking at it, that the combs are pancaked. So I'm glad I got here as quick as I did. I don't know when the tree fell. But for now anyway, the bees are still here and they're still active on their combs. So it doesn't look like the beetles have destroyed them yet. But I'm going to get my smoker going, get everything set up, get in here with the chainsaw and kind of clean up around here so I got space to work. And then we'll get it split open and get them cut out. But first, a word from our sponsors. I'm going legit, peoples. I got me a sign set up out here now so everybody driving by and everybody stopping at that stoplight gets a good long look at my name and phone number. So, yeah, a little free advertising. Doesn't hurt. I like it. Alright, now I have no idea how deep in the log they go. I'm guessing where that big hole, that right there, that kind of rotted out edge of it was their entrance. So it's just a question of how high up in the log they go. So I'm going to start making my plunge cuts basically on the top half to try to seek out the top of the nest, and then I'll make my long cuts down the side. I'm going to try to do it all from this side here, so I'll clean up a good workspace. There's a lot more limbs over there. I don't want to have to work from that side if I don't have to, but you know, do what I have to do. So let's get some cuts made and see what we find. Okay friends, we got most of the main cuts made here. Got my cross cuts across the middle, a lateral cut there, and on the back side I've made my cuts. This piece here just moved when I cut it loose, so I'm going to try to go ahead and crack it out and then try this one. I went ahead and got my box set up over here with a little bit of swarm lure in it just to give them kind of an option, maybe distract them a little bit from wanting to come out and get me so much. But we're going to go ahead and crack it open here and see what we find. Okie dokie, we got them split open here. Looks like the nest maybe extends a little bit further up there, so I'll probably split this next section just in the end, but for right now I'm going to work with what I've got. I've got a good chunk of the brood nest right here, so I'm going to start cutting out brood nest. Looks like the colony, they must have moved in late last summer because the combs aren't real black, but they're not pure white either, so I don't think they've been here just this spring. Probably moved in late last winter or late last summer and set up shop. But so far, real nice gentle bees, no stings, and not really bothering me or nothing else, so we're going to keep after it. Well, I got pretty much all the nest cut out and cleaned up. A little chunk of bees over here. This was just that bottom piece that was just sitting right here. I had kind of a tunnel they were running through, but they were wanting to cluster up and not really move. They were staying in that tunnel. Now, I haven't seen the queen, but y'all tell me. I think she might be in the box. And if she's not, she will be, because they're all telling her she needs to get her butt in there. So I'm going to take a little bit of time here and just smoke them gentle, watch them run. I'd like to see her and catch her if I can, just because I always like a good confirmed catch. But worst case is she runs in the box. Whoa! I think she rolled on its own. Must have upset the balance of bees. Worst case is she runs in the box on her own, and I just take them home that way. But thought I'd show you, I got a good little march going on. They're running to the box. They're a little slow to go in. I think the frames that are in there maybe smell a little stinky, but I transferred their combs into the frames and put a little bit of swarm lure in there, so they should, overall, they should like the smell. They should accept it. So it's just a matter of trying to get them to hurry up and get in there now. Ha-ha! Show the people your pretty face, my lovely. She crawled right out and said hello. I was just sitting there smoking them. Crouched in there watching her run to the box, and she crawled right out of a crack and right in front of me. I managed to nab her before she ran back in a crack. So, sweet deal. Got my queen. Gonna get her strapped in the frame, and I think I'll smoke them a couple more times while I start loading my tools up, and then I'm headed home. Oh yeah, look at that lovely march. It's been a long time since I got to see one of those. Honestly, I've gotten in such a habit of always vacuuming the bees. You don't get to see a good march when you vacuum them all up. But I put the queen in a release cage, although I don't have a candy plug, so when I get home I'll have to pull her out of there and put a candy plug in. But put her in a release cage and just stuck her in between two of the brood combs that I transferred in, and you can see they sure are marching now. So overall, I think this colony very well could have just moved in this spring, because the combs were pretty doggone soft. They could have been a real early swarm that's just been in here, I mean, it's middle of April now, so they very well could have been here 2 months if it was an early big swarm. I mean, they already had honey stored up, and none of the combs were real dark. Nothing was dark enough to really convince me they'd been here since last fall. So they're small. I think I only got 5 frames to brood and stuff. So probably when I get them home, I'll actually transfer them into a 5-frame nuke instead of this 10-frame box. And you know, probably get them 10 more frames of foundation above it and get them fed, because by golly, they need to be fed. But anyway, I'm gonna let them march here and start cleaning up tools. Good deal, good job. I'm happy to have it. Okie dokie, bees are all out for now, and just about the last of them are running into the box. Probably got about an hour and a half till it's good and dark. So I'm gonna run on home and help give my kids baths and get them in bed, and then I'll come back after dark and pick them up. But yeah, this was an excellent textbook bee tree removal. You know, I like when they go good. It sucks when they go bad, but these are the removals that'll get you hooked and get you addicted, because it was fun and it was relatively easy. So anyway, I'm gonna run home and actually try to get a little bit of rest for an hour or so, and then I'll be back to pick them up.